Hello, sweeties! Well, I've got some good news. Have you ever heard people talking about Mercury retrograde? Of course you have. Well, it's when the communication planet moves in the wrong direction and messes up everyone's life. It's been doing that for the past 3 weeks, you may have noticed. But on Tuesday, it gets its act together and starts moving forward again. So all those payments will be made, and all those destroyed friendships can be fixed. And if we're really lucky, the taxi drivers will start behaving as though they've actually got licenses. Actually, no, that's probably a bit too much to ask. But the rest of the news is good. Thanks for listening to Astrology with Linda Shaw. Please subscribe. I know it's a pain, but it helps me keep going. And it's free. You just have to press a few buttons. That's enough of that. Let's get to the stars. Gemini, my little caterpillar, is this your week to finally turn into a fabulous butterfly? The planets are calming down and you're taking a second look at all these fabulous new opportunities. And of course, you're already so comfortable with everyone's peculiar behavior, you've hardly even noticed that you're already 5 steps ahead of the game, while everyone else is still losing the plot. Still, there'll be loads of opportunities now to make a few extra bucks. And you will need them for a very fascinating new love life that is slowly making its way towards you. Slow is perfect. You're such a commitment phobe that real love always has to sneak up on you when you're not looking. Meanwhile, take a look around. You're one of those people who can only truly heal themselves when they feel useful. So get busy. Ask people what help they need. The rewards will speak for themselves, you'll see. That's it for Gemini. Cancer, my adorable little sausage. Are you still valiantly slaving away even though every step forward drags you 5 steps back? Actually, it's all exactly as it should be. But only until Tuesday, when the sun moves into your sign, brightly shining, the communication planet finally sorts itself out, and then you'll begin to understand what you've been preparing for all this time. Not that it had to be this difficult, but for some reason you're very good at attracting drama into your space. So, let's not go there. But back to the good news, which is that you've just moved into a career success cycle, taking you well into next month and giving you plenty of time to organize your plans. Your financial instincts are superb. Your long list of wonderful contacts is suddenly keen to help. Look, love is a little odd, but you can't have everything, not all at once. Everything else is going really well. That's it for Cancer. Leo, my little leprechaun, you can relax at last. All those tedious money problems are finally on their way out, sort of. So get your papers in order, make sure you've counted all the numbers properly, not really your thing, but give it a bash. Look, it'll be another week or so before everything starts to make sense, but this is the time to get your ducks in a row. And when you've done that, find a way to share some of your good fortune. Generosity and gratitude always increase the bank balance. Believe it or not, it works. Besides, they're good for the soul, and your soul has been having a very grumpy time. Meanwhile, the sun is shining on you at home, making space for a deliciously creative spurt. Try not to force your fabulous opinions down everyone's throat. A gentle reminder will suffice. That's it for Leo. Virgo, my little petunia. Feeling a tad argumentative, are you? Ach, so what? That's fine. This time, your deranged ranting will almost certainly be a good thing. It's about time you did your assertive dictator number. The people at work are almost certainly ready to listen. So yes, expect great results. But know that the actual outcome may take a couple more weeks to manifest. And you'll need a little patience beneath all that irate huffing and puffing that you do. Either way, the deal at work is slowly getting better. Clarify your goals, say your piece, and then wait patiently. Of course, your love life is far more dodgy, which is not entirely your fault. The planets are still messing with you. So just make sure what you want before making any grand announcements. Being right is not the issue here. Happiness is what you're after. Think about that one. That's it for Virgo. Libra, my little possum. Are you trying to figure out who's whispering at you in the dark? Are you happy about all the weirdness? Or have you convinced yourself that you're seeing undead zombies in the wallpaper? We all know how paranoid you can get, so how about this? You have fabulous gifts, and however they normally work for you, they're currently working 50 times better than usual. So make the most. Get in touch with your guides, talk to your angels, create something fabulous, take note of the messages. If you're looking for guidance, you'll get it. But remember, it's only guidance. The final decisions are still up to you. One more thing. Career changes are looking very good. Start making yourself heard, take a plunge, send out CVs, whatever you do, and remind yourself to ask for what you're worth. Ask for much more than usual. You deserve it. That's it for Libra. Scorpio, my little banana. All those mixed signals are still causing real confusion in your love life. What's new? Take a step back and look again. If you handle this stuff well, the emotions should more or less be back on track by the weekend. Also, keep a lookout for someone who's trying to sneak into your orbit and steal your vibe. There's a whole host of disturbing secrets lurking behind that facade. And sure, you always love a secret, but that's not what you need right now. But never mind that. You have to stop pushing so hard. Nothing's going to happen any faster than it's happening. The planets are still a little weird. Actually, until October, if the truth were known. Besides, some things have to come to you. Stand aside, let them in. Money is definitely on its way, for starters. Patience, sweetie. Everything's happening exactly as it should. That's it for Scorpio. Sagittarius, my little warthog. What the heck's going on here? Suddenly everyone you know needs to be rescued, and you're the guy who's been chosen to charge in on your white horse. Excellent. Ah, well, you know how you love an adventure. And so what if the bad guys are sitting on their asses staring at the television? You have the soul of an explorer, and you're taking notes for future reference. But back to the mildly tedious job at hand, which is to save all the people who can't save themselves. Not that you don't have anything better to do, but you're such a generous soul, and you're always available when needed. It's what everyone loves about you. Still, remember to save a few moments for a really interesting investment opportunity that's coming up. You will be making extra money really soon, and that'll make up for all the other crap you've had to go through. That's it for Sagittarius. Capricorn, my little peanut. Look at all this good stuff. Sure, the planets are still playing a few really stupid games, and you're definitely not getting off scot-free. But some of this drama is actually working out really well for you. The sun is beaming down on your bank balance, and an increase in zeros suddenly seems much more promising. Not only that, you're finally getting some recognition at work, provided you refrain from yelling at the boss or saying anything incredibly stupid. If you are the boss, be nice. Don't worry about the love life just yet. It's doing its own thing for a while. And you know how you can stuff up things by opening that big mouth, so keep it shut. Oh, and about that novel you've been promising to write for the past 20 years. Do it now. The world's waiting in eager anticipation. That's it for Capricorn. Aquarius, my little lettuce blossom. This is good stuff. The communication planets are finally sorting themselves out, on Tuesday actually, and your love planets are playing fabulous new games. Have you ever heard of love at first sight? Well, it could happen for you. And that could even be fun for a day or two. Or you could wait for something a little more meaningful, entirely up to you. Meanwhile, you might amuse yourself by expanding your skills. That fabulous mind is desperate for new information. So sign up for something you can get passionate about. You could even teach a course or two. Don't worry about the actual career move just yet. It's leaving you enough space to work on your fascinating love life. You know how hopeless you are at intimacy. It's time to let down your guard and smile, show someone you care, take a chance. That's it for Aquarius. Pisces, my wicked little sausage. You can breathe again, almost. By Tuesday, the planets will have sorted themselves out mostly, and they'll be charging forward with enthusiasm. Of course, you may have to give them a few days to reorganize themselves. But you know, you never really minded a spot of cosmic madness. In fact, this is probably where you're happiest. Moon is moving in, bringing fabulous new ideas for accumulating cash, so make notes. Your only real problem is that ridiculous tendency to panic hysterically whenever your life stops going according to plan, which is basically all the time. So it's about time you figured out that you never have a plan for your life. Until now, maybe. Maybe you'll learn some discipline and get one of those vision board things and set up a few rules, or you'll step aside and let your life take you where it will. Trust your creative genius. It's all up to you. That's it for Pisces. Aries, my little Fruit Loop. Where do you want to put all those fabulous creative gifts? Do you want to write or sing or dance or all of them? Your creative flair is at its peak, and all you need is the confidence to take the next step. If you really are afraid, which is not like you, because for some reason you have this bizarre fear of making an idiot of yourself, so what? Just start small, but start. It's the perfect time. And if you're determined enough, you'll make huge amounts of money doing what you love. That aside, you might take another look at a somewhat restrictive love life that's making you feel all cramped and small, but that's much more simple. Nobody gets to tell you who to be, so it's either change the rules or move on. Sticking around because you're afraid to be alone is simply not allowed. The universe will see to that if you don't. So move your ass. That's it for Aries. Taurus, my little buttercup. Is someone expecting things from you that you can't possibly deliver? You'd better tell them to bugger off right now, or you'll end up in a very deep drama that you don't know how to get out of. Be as polite as you can, but for heaven's sake, don't think you have to live on someone else's pedestal just to be loved. You're fabulous just the way you are. Besides, this is the last week you'll have to deal with all those completely insane energies. By Wednesday, there'll be a tiny bit of clarity. By next week, you'll be sorting through all the messes you've made and fixing them one by one. Money's still a bit peculiar, so hang on to whatever you've got, you'll need it. And let the love life do its own thing for the moment. You'll only mess it up if you stick your oar in. That's it for Taurus. Thank you, you delicious creatures, for listening to Astrology with Linda Shaw. This is the perfect time to start believing in your own magic and to make something really fabulous happen. So whenever you're out there in the world, protect yourself in a bubble of flames, then ask your angels to help you, and keep smiling even if you don't feel like it. Smiling lifts your vibration. Give it a bash. Now, if you'd like to subscribe or like or share or blah, just press the button. It's free, and have a fabulous week. And remind yourself every 5 seconds just how amazing you are. Give yourself permission to succeed. It's really important. Bye now.